everyone, it's Nancy. I'm back with a new project. I'm going to show you how to make a real easy kind of journal folio type thing using one regular size manila folder. And I am going to be working with JoeyCardmaker's new kit called Circus Circus. And I've had another idea for a circus journal on my mind, and I was getting ready to start it, and then Joey came out with his Circus Circus, and it's so pretty and vintage looking that I just had to do something with it, and I wanted to make something, you know, not just a journal. I wanted to make some kind of, you know, folio interactive to put all the elements, because he's so good at making all the different elements. I've already pre-cut some things, so you can kind of see the pages here. I can give you, this is kind of what I put together here. Look at that center page. He always makes a beautiful center page in his kits, and it has to be in the journal, right? And here, I'll just kind of flip through some of the pages so you get an idea of the look of it. And I hope you all are doing well. This is a fun project. This is going to be, I think, you know, for a lot of us that maybe remember going to circuses with our parents, or maybe there's, you know, kids going to circuses. There's still some are out there, or you remember Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus, or, you know, carnivals and things like that. So I just wanted to just flip through some. Joey gives so many elements to his kits that you can do so much. These are like the journaling cards. All you do is cut them here, in half here, fold them together and glue them, and you've got this gorgeous journaling card. And look at the images. I mean, really, and they are just, he has so many, and I didn't even print all the pockets out or anything that are included. I just didn't even yet. But look at everything he gives. I mean, it's just amazing. So I wanted to make a really cute folio project with this. And so I was thinking the fun part of it is that you know, I wanted to do something to just take one manila folder and see what I could come up with. So I kind of started, I'll give you some measurements. I do have sort of a plan, but otherwise, I don't know, we might be winging the rest of it. But anyway, I'll just tell you, and believe me, this base can work with any theme that you would like. So it's just a fun base to make. So one, not a legal size manila folder, but just a regular manila folder. And I printed out the kit, and of course I'm using US size. Your measurements might be a little different if you're using the European sizes, because our paper sizes are different, so you would have to adjust it accordingly. But when I printed the US size out, I printed it, and it did have the white paper, the white border around it. So I had to cut it, you know, I obviously cut the white border off. So that left my actual page at 8 inches, so 8 inches tall. And then, you know, with the white border off, the size, yeah, it was like just like 10 and a quarter this way for me, 10 and a quarter by 8. Okay, so once I had that measurement, what I did was I cut the manila folder in half where it creases. So I had 2 pieces, right? So I knew I needed it to be 8 inches tall. And of course, you can adjust these measurements to your liking, but I'm just going to give you what I'm using. So I cut this in half, so I'd have 2 pieces, and I knew I wanted 8 inches tall. So here are my 2 pieces. They're exactly the same size. They are 8 inches tall, and mine, I mean, you can round this out. It just, I don't know, I might have measured different, but my pieces are 10 3/8. If you want to just do you know, an even number, that's up to you. It wouldn't make a difference, really. But I have 2 pieces from the manila folder. I cut them both the same size, 8 inches tall by 10 3/8 this way, lengthwise landscape. I folded them both in half, like so. Yeah, like so. I'm folding them just in half first, okay? And then I said, well, now what do I do? So I wanted to start playing around. So I took one piece like this and I wrote front. It's good to mark your pieces, like your main piece here, and then when you start cutting your pages. Also, one more thing. Joey's Kids Circus Circus. Joey always gives a beautiful freebie that coordinates with his kits. So I will link everything below. If you go to his Ko-fi site, he has a beautiful, beautiful freebie to go along with this. And yeah, how could you not want it? It's just, the colors are so, it's a little grungy looking, and it's vintage looking, but the colors are just perfect. And the images, and you know, Joey, you're gonna laugh at me, but I have a thing with clowns. Maybe I'm not the only one out there. Let me know. But clowns are not one of my favorite things, and creepy clowns. Like, I love Halloween, right? Y'all know I love Halloween. I love everything gothic and, you know, that kind of thing. I love everything about Halloween, most everything. But clowns, kind of not one of my favorite things. And especially, I do not really like clowns at Halloween. I don't like that. That's probably the one thing I can tell you I don't like. Not a big fan of clowns, but I think Joey did a fantastic job with his clowns. This clown is really, he's very nice looking. He's very nice. So I think, and then this guy in here, he almost, I don't know, he looks fine too. You know, I'm not scared of this guy, really not. So I'm okay with the clowns that Joey put in his kit here. I'm okay with them, Joey. So you did good on the clowns, okay? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, get back to this here. So I folded it in half, both of them, right? And I thought, well, now what do I do? So I wrote front cover on here. And back then I said, well, I want to do something like this, like, you know, trifold type thing like this. So I said, okay, that's my front. And then I thought, well, I made a little journal, and these are pages from the actual kit. And it's nice because they always coordinate, and he always makes them where once you fold them, you have a writing space, and it's got the image of a beautiful trapeze lady or whatever she is, and you know, here's a strong man, and but you have areas to add things. Here's a clown. Okay, he looks fun. I'm okay with the clowns. I got to get over it, right? We all have to face our fears sometimes. Elephant on this one, but look at how vintagey it looks. It's just so pretty, right? Really, really nice. And you know what else I think? I think this is a great journal too for kids, because, you know, there's some kids out there that love everything about the circus, or maybe they love to go to the circus. And this would even be a fun journal for kids to put their pictures in when they go to the circus, as well as us adults that remember going. You know, it's just fun. I think it's a great idea. So, okay, enough of that. So then I before I folded this, I had these pieces, and I thought, well, I think I want to put the journal here like this, and see how I made it. I made it 8 inches, the same as the paper. I'm okay with that, but if you prefer a little bit of a little bit extra, The only thing is I left it at 8 because when I told you I cut the white borders off, that left it at 8, okay? So when we're going to be covering these pieces of the manila folder with the papers, if you went 8 1/4, you would have a space. You could ink, like I inked this all up. If you're okay with leaving, an inked area, then you can make this 8 1/4 instead of 8 and just ink it real good. And you don't have to use vintage photo. You can use any of these colors that are in the kit even to make it, more colorful, whatever. But I'm okay with it being 8 because it's working out and I have no problem with it. And it's a small little journal inside. You can do lots of things. So, okay, I knew I wanted to, before I folded anything, I wanted to put the journal on this side to sew it in here, right? So, obviously, and the pages are a little bit uneven and it doesn't bother me, but you can square yours up the best, what you want to do. So I knew I wanted this here. And I thought, well, then I can't butt this up here because once you put more stuff in here, it's going to bulk it up, right? So I thought, well, what if I folded some of this back and then this way, put it, if I, this is kind of, up to the crease here. If I glue that there, folded this back an inch, I could make this a tuck, a big tuck in here, and then this will be a tuck or something of some sort. Like we'll leave this and then be able to do something here, whether we put tags. I don't even know yet what I want to do. So I thought, well, okay, I like that idea. So when you fold it, because this inch got folded back, there's no bulk here, nothing. And then this is going to be fine here, like that. So, and I don't mind that this, we have a little border here because it's all going to be covered with paper and it's going to look good, right? So then when I flipped it to the back, once again, you are going to have a little bit of a spot here, and that's okay. But on one of Joey's pages, he printed, he has the ringmaster and the clown. So the ringmaster, and he has 2 banners, welcome to the circus, and where's my other banner? I didn't cut it out yet. On this page here, see you next time. And he did that purposely because if you use the ringmaster as the first page, you're going to put this here, welcome to the circus, right? And then on the back part, we're going to put the clown, and then he's got one here, see you next time, and that one's going to go here. And I thought that was so nice and clever to do that. So I'm going to use that idea because why not? It's perfect, actually. So I didn't cut that out yet. So then, okay, now I'm going to give you the measurements again. The journal, I mean, you can make this as big as you want, but I just used the freebie from the Ko-fi shop and then backed it with, this is like a faded page here for writing or journaling. And this is from the kit. I think, I don't know now. I used both. I used the freebie and the kit. So this is all part of everything. And I love how these work, where you have, and then of course I wanted that for the center. That's perfect, right? So yeah, I only have 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I only made this one 7 pages. So 7 times 4, that's like 28 sides. I didn't put any coffee paper or anything in there. I mean, you could do a lot of things. There is an envelope with the kit that I might cut out and include in there as part of it, but I'm not sure let me see where that is. I think I have it here. He has a really nice envelope. Yeah, if I could find it. Let's see, where is it at? I might have showed you already. Anyway, it's in here somewhere in my pile here. And where did I put it? Anyway, whatever. There is an envelope. I might cut it out and put it in the signature, but I haven't decided yet. Okay, so I put my signature together. I figured out where it was going to go. All right, so let's get back to this here. All right. All right, so for one page, after I folded it in half, I wrote front, because that's going to be the front. I opened it up, and this is the inside front. And then this page here, this is going to be the back here. Here's the back is like the middle back, where we're going to put that clown saying goodbye. And then here's the right cover here. Here's the front cover here. And then we have these two pieces that are going to overlap, okay? So I scored it 1 inch on this side and folded it this way because we're going to use that somehow. By doing that, it gave room for this for the signature to comfortably sit in there, and when we fold it and close the journal, the folio, it won't get in the way, okay? And you see how it's gonna, you're not gonna glue it over the crease, you're gonna glue that up to the crease, like that. So then you see how, and it actually, it's gonna be about a 1/4 inch, I'm sorry. You're gonna glue it about a 1/4 inch from the crease there. We'll get to that part in a minute. So once I figured that out, and that's kind of the base of it right there, like this, I said, okay, now we got to figure out what we're covering it with. I used the freebie, I think, if I'm not confusing, the freebie on the Ko-fi, I used those papers as the coverings for the folder, and I inked really well with the vintage photo everywhere, okay? So obviously the ringmaster is going to go on the front, and we know the clown's going to go back here. So I cut those out and inked all my pages. And then I said, okay, what are we going to do here? So there is one page in the kit, in the Ko-fi, that has, I did trim these down. It has all these images on one sheet, which is really nice. So I wrote on the back where it goes, front and side. I measured that piece to go on the front inside cover here, and this part here is going to go on the back inside cover there, okay? And I thought that would be perfect. Then for this piece here, I used, and I marked them all, so I better be okay. Let me see here. Middle. Okay, so this, I cut this already. This is going to go glue in here. I did that. That's going to go there. And then they're on some of these pages, they're strips, and this one was a strip of stars. So I cut that out. That's going to go on the little flat part here. And then we need something for here. So I cut a piece from another sheet. That's going to go here like that. So look how cute that's going to look already. And then the only thing I had to do was the back here on this one, and I'm going to put this here. So that's the base of the folio, okay? So that's what we're going to put together for now. I'm going to make these videos not too long. So I'm going to glue this, put this all together, and then I need to cut out all the papers and figure out how we're going to build this folio. That I'm just not sure yet. So let's just, once you get this down, you don't have to glue these together yet because we need to cover everything before we put it together. So let's try to get that done first. Okay, so here's front. Where's my guy here? So look how cute he's going to look on there. I might even have to trim them down a little more, but we'll see how that goes. I think it'll be fine. Glue, I'm going to use my fabric tack glue just because I can use it faster and easier, and I don't get the glue lines, and I'm not very savvy using my glue stick on big pieces. I like using it maybe smaller pieces, but anyway, use the glue that you're comfortable with. And plus this sets up really fast too. I like that. I'm getting hooked on this. As a matter of fact, I did have to order more glue. I used the Barely Arts glue, and I love that. I've been using that since it came out, and I really do like it. But you know, like everybody says, glue is a preference. Some gals and guys like the glitter glue, right? Whatever that's, glitter glue. I know that's a good glue too, but it's just, you know, whatever you started out with, whatever seems to work for you, and that's the same on glue sticks too, you know. So I use the Oohoo glue sticks, and I'm okay with that. I really haven't ventured out to try different glue sticks, so I guess I must be missing out maybe too. So there's our cover for now. Okay, and then this part here, front inside cover. So I'm going to put that on here, and this one is going to show more of the I can see I put that on a little crooked. I might have to trim a little bit off there, but that's okay. Let me see if I can trim this here. It shouldn't make a difference. There's enough leeway on here that if you have to trim it, you just trim. And I'd rather have that. There we go. That's good. And I can just run my ink over that edge one more time. Perfect. Okay. So this one here is going to go here like that. And I don't mind that I cut the inside pieces. They're not going to butt up to the folds because you don't want the bulk. So I made them a little shorter. So they don't interfere with the folds of the folio, okay? But you know what? I love this, just using one manila folder. And if you like the way it turns out, I would suggest making some bases of the folder, using one folder. Just make bases like this. You don't have to ink them, just fold them, mark the front, back, whatever, and keep it on the side, because if you ever want to make a folio with something, like, you know, you don't want to make a full-on journal, but you want to make, you know, something different. You get tired of making journals all the time, but you want to make something different. You want to make a gift for somebody. Then you have the bases done, and then you could personalize this and change it up any way you want. Add pockets, tucks, folds, flips, whatever. You really can. So, okay. And I can go in there and ink more of that if I want, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So there, that's easy. So yeah, once you get your folio done, just pre-measure all your pieces out, and it's going to go fast. You'll see. So this part here, I just want to make sure, yep, I want that one to go in here because it's long enough where when you fold that over, it's covered inside there a little, so you're not going to worry about that. So if we can get this part put together, like get all the pages on here and then glue the two pieces together, that'll get you going. That'll get me going. And I'll have to take time to cut out everything, get the journaling cards put together, see what actual pieces I'm using, And then I'll let you know in the next video then, and we'll start putting stuff together. Oh, and you can get your signature for your journal part together how you want it. So, oops, glad I didn't drop that the other way. Okay, so this one here, we're going to put on here like that. Okay. Something tells me not to glue this down yet, but I am going to put this strip on here. So I'm going to just, easier for me to just do it here. And then put the strip on. Okay. Oops. Boy, I'm really having the drops today, aren't I? Okay, so there. That looks good. Doesn't that look cute? How you can customize, cut the strips. Everything is like, you know, in a way that you can cut out squares, rectangles, strips of things, what you like. And that looks so nice, right? So there's that. So that's how it's looking so far. Something like that. I love it. Okay, let's see what else we have here. So for here, inside. Okay, so here I'm going to put this, and that's going to go here. So let me get that on. And I think if you, you know, once you get your folio base put together and then you start looking at the pages, you know, arrange them and pre-cut them out how you think they look good to you. And then all you got to do is glue them in, mark them so you don't get them confused with, you know, so you know where they're going. And then this is like the easy part. This is the easy part. I like this. And what's nice is they all go together. All the pages go together. So it's pretty. Okay, like that. So that's going to go like that. And I made it long enough where, you know, it'll cover up. So it's going to go something like that. And then here's the page for the inside cover. That's the other part of this one. Look at how colorful this is. It's so cool. I love it. I'm excited to try to figure out what else we're going to do with this, with all that beautiful pieces in the kit. And yeah, I've been working on, I told you I've been working on Halloween type things. I work on that all the time. But you know, we're like halfway to Halloween, and we are. I know it's spring, and I know summer hasn't come yet. I'm sorry. I don't mean to, you know, rush the season. I'm definitely not. I do enjoy all seasons, but doesn't mean I can't work on stuff, right? And so I do, and maybe in a month or so I might do maybe one day a week with some fall or Halloween type things, just for the people that are kind of like me or don't mind getting a head start on their fall things. Okay, there we go. That's that. Look how fun that is. That's great. Okay, now we're going to do this one here, and that's going to be that one. Isn't that pretty? I love that page. Okay. But I have been enjoying just making like ephemera, pieces of ephemera. Because, you know, can't keep making journals. I kind of get bored with that, I think. I love making ephemera. I love that. So, because, you know, it's something easy to do. You can put it down, pick it up. make ahead, mass make. You know, we all do that, and we all like easy projects sometimes. So, and thanks. I got a great response for the that pocket, one-page pocket thing I just did with the 50 stack challenge. That was fun. I love that pocket. That's like a staple for me now, that pocket. So I'll probably be doing some more ephemera making type videos. Look how fun this is. Okay, the last one on the back is, oh wait, we need one more. We need a couple more things. I need to put a piece here. That strip. Let me see, where did I put it? Here's my clown. Oh, where did I put my, oh, here it is. So you need a strip here. So because, I don't want to confuse you. Okay, it's going to go like this, remember? So this folds in. That's the front. So when you turn it over, we still have the back. That's where the clown's going. But because we had to make room for the signature, you're going to see here. So I just cut a strip here to put right there. I probably could have made a smaller strip, but it's okay. Just, I don't know, what did I make this strip? Just like I cut it at 1 3/4. You could probably do less than that, but it's okay. I think I cut it where a line was. I said, oh yeah, that looks good. So yeah, we'll get the pages, we'll get the folio covered, and we'll glue the folio together today. But I would say make yourself some bases and just have them on hand. And then this one's going to go here, like that. Okay, and then the clown will go on there. So we're not gluing that together yet. We're just going to glue him on here right now. And I think I didn't ink this part here very good. Okay, and I'll just get some more ink on here. Okay, that looks good. So now we're just going to get the clown put on, and then we'll glue it together. Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't ink this page here. I didn't. Sorry about that. Let me get some more ink on my... Well, it's 70 degrees, the sun is shining, and it's absolutely gorgeous today in Illinois. I opened my doors and my windows to get fresh air in and get that musty house smell from winter out. And our trees and our trees are blooming, and well, the spring flowers have bloomed already. And boy, the sun just feels good. I like to just go out on my back patio and stand in the sun, close my eyes, and let the birds sing, and just at least get my 10 minutes of vitamin D if I'm doing other things. Just get out there for a little bit. Boy, does that make me feel good. And I can't wait to sit out there too and, you know, read my books and be outside with the grandkids when they're out of school and things like that. Okay. All right. We have this done. Now we're going to put it together. So this is the front, right? With our piece here, which we're probably going to use as a tuck, but I don't know if I want to like glue things to this yet, and so you can like flip, or do I want to glue it down and just make it tucks or two tucks? I just don't know yet, so that's why I'm not doing anything with this one yet. But what we can do is put the two pieces together. Now, how I'm going to measure, like figure this out, is I wanted to have my signature ready to go. So I wanted to have your signature ready, because you might add more pages. And the thicker it becomes is going to also probably decide where exactly you're gluing this on, so it doesn't interfere once it's folded. So this is what I'm doing for my signature, and I'm just going to tuck it here because I know that's where it's going to go. So it's going to be here, right? And we know we're going to have to put this here, but I want to fold it. Now you see how my signature is past this? That doesn't bother me. I'm not trimming these down anymore, because then you're going to lose. I don't want to cut this clown's face. I don't want to cut this guy off. For this project, it doesn't bother me, and it's not going to make a difference once we start adding all kind of stuff to it. So I'm putting the signature here, right? That's what I'm doing. This will determine where we're going to glue this. So I put my signature here. And I'm going to fold it over, and it has to clear this fold here. And because this is going to get bulkier when we put more stuff in it. So I don't want my signature to go right up to the crease. I need it to be like a scant 1/4 inch away is what I'm thinking, like there, because this will fold over easily. This is covered, we covered it, so it's all going to work out together. And on the back, this is covered, so that's all going to work out. But I want to make sure we get enough room in there, because once we start adding more things, you know, it's going to get bulkier, and we don't want to have any problems. So I've got my signature in there. I'm like a, I don't know, let's see. Is that an 1/8? All right, maybe it's an 1/8. I've got like an 1/8. I'm going to just maybe push it out a smidge more, just to make sure. So my signature, yeah, it's a scant 1/4 inch. I like it that way. I can always go in there and ink that more if I want, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So I have it where I want it, where these two pieces meet. So I'm going to hold it there, move my signature out of the way. I am going to get a pencil. I am just going to mark a little mark here and here. Can always erase it. That's where it needs to line up. So what we're going to do, remember we want this as a tuck, so we're not gluing this whole piece down. We are going to glue on the back of this piece here. We're going to glue this way, under, and then along here, so we can use this as a tuck. Okay? All right, so that's what I'm doing. And I have my pencil mark, so I know exactly where to butt it up, where it's going to work. So this is what we're going to do. And get my glue going here. Better start leaving it laying on its side now, because, you know, once it gets halfway or below halfway, it takes time. So there, and here, here, and make sure here. Okay, so here. Oh, am I right? Am I doing this right? Yeah, I think I am. Oh, wait. Am I doing it wrong? I'm having a moment, everyone. Hold on one second. I know I got to glue that, but wait, I don't think I wanted to go this far. with the glue because this part's going to show on the other side, right? So maybe we don't glue it that far. That's what it is. Okay, so better me that I made that mistake. So I would just glue up to a point, and then we're going to have to glue that. So I wonder if I should have glued it. Well, I'm going to make the mistake first. Okay, so let me get my pages lined up here and get those two sides done. Okay, I'm getting that on there. Now let me turn it over. Okay, so, and this way, while it's still wet, we can glue this up. Okay, so now what I wanted to do was glue this part here. So I think I'm just going to have to, so it's probably better to put the glue here on this part for the long part, not on this one here. So I'm just going to reach in and do that. Sorry about that. You know, it's all trial and error, really. I'm not sure, but it's all working out. So let me just get my... It's all trial and error, but it's all going to work out. Right? Okay, let me make sure I have that on right before I push it down. Okay, so we have our tuck in here. We're not sure what we're doing with that yet. And that goes that way, that goes that way. That works there. I'll do a little trim job there. And then we have this part here. This is our back. Okay, it all worked out. So on this front part here, mark it the way I said. When you have this in your hand, I would put glue there, but then the long part, I would put the glue on the back piece and line it up, if that makes sense. I hope I didn't confuse anybody. So let me just get that capped here. Okay, I have glue all over my hands here. Sorry about that. I'm all stuck up. Okay, so there we go. And like I said, I might ink that up in there a little more, like this one's more inked up. Not sure what we're doing with this flap, if we're just going to do that or if we're going to glue it here and make two tucks. I think that could be a new thing, or we could glue things to here that will flip out, and then we'll see what we'll do there. I just don't know yet what I'm going to do. So that's our folio. Oh, and then now when we'll start decorating it, I've got to put, I'm looking for that little, I am so looking for my pieces here. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I did with that little banner. It's around here somewhere. The little banner, welcome to the circus. And then the other one goes there. But I might, being on the front here, I might take that banner and pop dot it up. And let me just look for it here first. Oh, here it is. So I cut this banner out, and instead of it flat, like the one on the back, I will glue flat. But this guy here, I feel like we can put some dimensional, these are just thin dimensional type things that raise up an image, and it gives it more interest. It really does. So if you don't have, this is Stampin' Up. I used to be Stampin' Up. I have these, but you know what the cheap way to do something like this is to, if you have that fun foam, like a sheet of fun foam that kids use to make crafts, buy yourself a sheet of that. I usually have a sheet of black to use in my fall and Halloween journals, and then you can get a sheet of white, and you could cut it and just glue it. Just cut it and glue it to the backs of things you want to raise up. And it's a lot cheaper than what I'm using, because I should save those. I usually use those only for making my cards. But just kind of put that, see, and you can't probably really tell on camera maybe, but just by raising it up that little bit, it really adds more interest to it. I don't know if we'll put anything else here. I'm not sure. I don't know if it needs it. Closure-wise, don't even know that yet. I don't know. So we've got this done. I've got my signature. I'm not sewing that in quite yet. I just don't know. The next thing I'm going to do is just cut everything out, and we'll go from there, okay? So I hope you're going to like this project. It's not super involved, but it's something fun to do, and I love the kit. I think it's so cute and it's very pretty, and good job, Joey, on this kit. I really like it. So, okay, friends, well, you have a good day. Have a great weekend. I hope you get to do something nice. And I love yous, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.